Hello and welcome back to Not Just Buildings. Now, you might be wondering, do I have the right podcast? What on earth is Not Just Buildings? Well, listener, I'm pleased to tell you that we have renamed Chamber Vibes to something that more accurately reflects the purpose of this podcast, which is to tell the stories of businesses, nonprofits, and institutions in the area of Bedford, Virginia, which we do by talking to the real local people working behind the scenes. Plus, the new name is pretty catchy, and it's inspired by longtime chamber and board member Bill Moss, who always says that businesses aren't just buildings, they're people. Thank you, Bill, for your years of service to our chamber and business community. We appreciate you. Anyway, thanks so much for sticking with us as we grow, and if you're new to the podcast, we're glad to have you join us as we kick off 2026. Now, for our official introduction. Welcome to Not Just Buildings, where we interview the local people behind businesses, nonprofits, and institutions in the area of Bedford, Virginia. My name is Foster Garrett, and I am the Director of Marketing and Events for the Bedford Area Chamber of Commerce, which is a membership organization whose mission is to serve as a catalyst for local business success, a convener of regional leadership, and a champion for a vibrant and resilient economy. However, before we get to the interview, I would like to highlight some of our upcoming programming and events. We offer a little bit of everything for everyone, so I encourage you to stick around to learn more about what's next. But if you want to just jump straight to today's interview, no worries. You can find all of our programming on bedfordareachamber.com, and I'll drop our phone number at the end of this episode, so make sure to listen all the way through. First up for the year is In With the New, which is our annual kickoff event where we start off the new year in style and with energy and with all of our business community together. So if you're interested in kind of kicking off your goals for the year, come on out on January 29th from 4 to 6 p.m. at the Bedford Area Welcome Center. We'll have hors d'oeuvres and different tables set up by new members. There'll be a huge raffle, so you'll definitely want to come out because that's got different event tickets and sponsorships and exclusive advertising and all sorts of stuff, and we might have a couple of really fun raffle items as well. So if you're a member of our chamber and you want to learn more about us, this is a great way to meet all of our leadership, our board, our ambassadors, me and Kayla, our staff members, and kind of get in the know with the people behind the scenes. But if you're not a member, you're still welcome to come on out. We would love to see you. If you're just looking to make connections for your business, if you want to come and just enjoy some free food after hours, that would be great. Everybody is welcome to come on out on January 29th and start off 2026 on the right foot. Next up on the list is a Startup Toolbox Marathon on February 12th, also at the Welcome Center. This is an all-day event for entrepreneurs. So if you are thinking of starting a business, if you have an idea for a business and you need some direction or you just want to work through all of it together, this is really the time to do it. We are partnering with the Small Business Development Center in Lynchburg and the Bedford County Office of Economic Development to bring this to Bedford, to our town. So we would love, if you have a business idea, come join us that day. It's low cost. It's only $15 for members and $20 for non-members. And yes, you get lunch from Town Kitchen and Provisions, so it's worth it just for that. But it'll be from, I think, 9 to 4:30. So it is a full day commitment, but it is so worth it. You'll leave with a full business plan. We're going to talk about funding and all sorts of different things. And it'll be a small group, so we can really not only work with Stephanie Keener, who's executive director of the Small Business Development Center in Lynchburg, but also work with each other and float ideas as kind of a collaborative group of potential small business owners. So if you're interested in that, we do have that on our website, but you can also go to the SBDC website. That's where the actual registration is. And you can also reach out to Stephanie with any specific questions you may have on whether or not this is applicable for you and what you're trying to do. After that, we have a big event in March, and I swear this will be the last one I talk about. Our Career and Technical Education Expo. So if you're not familiar with the CTE Expo, this has been a long-standing partnership between our chamber and Bedford County Public Schools. It was started in 2017, kind of petered off during 2020, but before that, it was getting really big, and was just like absolutely amazing. We've brought it back and have been trying to get it to a place where we're trying to hit all of our goals, because it's a bit of an ambitious event, because really our goals are to connect students to jobs that are in our area, to show them the different educational opportunities and training opportunities available to them, both within Bedford County Public Schools, but also within the Bedford area, and to show students that there are many avenues to success. Maybe they're not college bound, and that's okay. There are so many different ways to achieve your goals and find different careers that are well-paying, rewarding, and allow you to build the life that you want. So this event is for 8th graders in Bedford County Public Schools. There will be about 700 8th graders that are served by this event in one day. And we pair up businesses who align with the different career programs that are offered at Bedford County Public Schools. If you don't know this about BCPS, we actually have over 60 different CTE courses offered across the county, and that's not even including the 15 different programs that all end in certifications at Susie G. Gibson Science and Technology Center. BCPS is renowned within the state for having this many CTE courses, and our goal as a chamber is not only to support our students and let them know about these opportunities that are available to them, but also to kind of bring businesses in to partner with the schools, whether it's coming in and serving on different advisory committees for teachers, coming in and giving internships to students, coming into the classroom and just giving presentations and just kind of building that connection, and maybe with the hopes of maybe hiring students after graduation or helping them find different opportunities for training. It's a big event. If your business is interested in participating, feel free to reach out to me. You don't have to be a chamber member. You just have to want to give back to our students. We're going to have demos that day. You'll get to talk to a bunch of different 8th graders about their interests. And it's helpful for them as they go into high school and start picking their 9th grade classes to kind of know, hey, maybe I want to do, the HVAC program at Susie Gibson. What do I need to do in my 9th grade year to make that happen? That type of stuff. So it's a great way to build relationships with students. It's a great way to build relationships with teachers and with educators and just the schools in general. So that's all from me. Like I said before, all of our events and programming are on bedfordareachamber.com. We have a full calendar of events on there, and you're always welcome to reach out with questions. The chamber would love to hear from you, whether you're a chamber member, a community member, or just a listener who enjoys our podcast. But that's enough for me. Without further ado, please allow me to introduce today's guests, Mary Jo Boone, Brenda Gibb, and Steve Wandry with the Bedford Area Family YMCA. Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Thank you.
I know I talked for so long, but now I'm happy to hand it off.
Though.
Thank you, Mary Jo.
Good stuff.
Well, before we kind of dive into it, can each of you just tell us a little bit about yourselves and then about the why?
Sure. I'll start. Mary Jo Boone. I've been with the Y 24 years. The Y, when I got here 24 years ago, was just a small little building on 10 acres. And since then, over the 24 years, we've grown immensely. And we have just 36 acres and all kinds of awesome programs, and have done some really cool stuff renovating the whole space. So we've been around since 1981, and
Wow.
one thing I hate to hear is it's a best kept secret. Like, hello, scream it from the rooftop. It's a cool place. Come and visit and see if it can meet your needs. So,
it's actually really funny. I was at the Y, I think a month or two ago, and I had some friends with me who always go there, and I was like, have you guys walked around before? Have you gone and seen the challenge courses and the rope courses in the forest? They're like, no.
yeah.
I was like, have you seen the rock wall? They're like, no. I'm like, what about the garden? They're like, they have a garden here?
Yeah.
I'm like, how long have you guys been coming to the Y?
That's the truth.
Yep.
That's the
But
truth.
there's so much that you guys have, and we'll go through it in this episode.
Perfect.
But
Yeah.
Brenda, you're up next. Tell us about yourself.
Well, I have been coming to Bedford for 25 years, but lived here full time for 10. And I've been involved with the Y for 8 years now. Past chamber president, Steve is our current president of the board. I'm sorry, chamber
I
president.
was like, what?
Sorry about that. The board president, and Steve Wandry is now our president. So I'm still on the board, and just a great place to come. You guys need to find out about our kept secret.
Yeah, that's a great community there too.
Yeah.
All right, Steve.
Steve Wandry. As Brenda said, I'm the current board chair. I've been on the board for 12 years.
Wow.
been a Bedford resident all my life. I remember starting out when the Y started out, and they were trying to find fields for us to play on and gyms to play. We played, I think, basketball in the what was the old Otterburn Academy, and then what is now the Flora Apartments in the old middle school building. So I kind of remember from very early on and have seen the Y grow almost from the beginning.
That's incredible.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of funny to think about how big the Y is now. Like in my mind, like it's like a sprawling piece of property, especially now that you have the early learning center. Because I really think that it kind of transformed when you come to the Y compound and you're like, oh wow, there's so much here.
Compound
So
is a
much.
good word.
It is a compound.
Yes.
It's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
But to think it was just a building then and having to outsource like fields and gyms and stuff.
Yeah.
Was it just like the pool and the fitness area?
Well,
originally?
the pool wasn't even.
Mm-mm.
Oh, the pool wasn't even there.
No.
It was just the building.
Oh
And
wow.
it was teeny tiny.
Little
Yeah.
concrete building.
Yeah.
That's
It
so
was a
funny.
small building. The gym, if you could call it that, we played on a tile floor, not a real
Oh,
gym
wow.
floor.
I don't
Oh,
think the
my
ceiling
goodness.
was very high either. So
I know when I was 7 years old, the hoops were probably about 8 feet, and they seemed like they were a lot taller than that.
Yeah. Oh wow.
yeah, it's come a long way.
It has.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
I've had it
First
good.
class
Yeah.
place.
Because since 2000, that's when you guys got the big gym, isn't it?
2004 is when
2004.
we built the gymnasium. Yeah.
Gotcha.
And the front of the building. We added on to the front of the building, which
Oh,
is
really?
where the fitness center is now. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing.
Yeah. The front door was like where the back of the fitness center is. When I walk people through the tour, I say, you remember this front door? They're like, oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, it's come a long way. It's been awesome.
Wow. That's an amazing journey for you
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep,
Definitely.
she's been here through almost all of it.
Yeah. Well, I know a lot of this wouldn't be possible without the support of our community, without
For sure.
sponsors, and without your
100%.
fundraisers.
Yep.
You guys just ended a big fundraiser and you have one coming up. Do you want to talk about
The event, yeah.
Yeah, well, you just had the Christmas Classic, which
Yeah.
that what was that, the 44th? 46th?
Yes,
46
which
Okay.
is
years.
amazing.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
the Christmas Classic is a 5K race around what we call the Loop here in Bedford. And it started when I first did it 24 years ago. We had about 100 runners.
Mhm.
And this past year we had 700.
Oh my
I know.
gosh.
It's amazing. So it's always the first Saturday of December to sort of kick off the holiday season, and the parade is after. But yeah, it's just been and 46 years. Think about that.
That's
You know that
crazy.
it's been every year for 46 years, and started out with just a group of men. I think they called them the Otter Trotters.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah.
That's cute.
It is, and then it just has grown obviously from there. But yeah,
There's a few of
46
them that
years.
still run.
Yes,
Yeah,
there
they
are.
probably do.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and they're usually the oldest 80, 90-year-olds,
Oh my
which is
gosh.
amazing.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah,
You guys have you have like a very diverse group of like people that go to the Y to work out. But whenever I'm there in the fitness center, I feel like the people that are like 70 or 80 are like showing me up so hard. Like they're ripped. They are ripped and they are there every single day.
They are.
yeah. It's
On
the
schedule.
truth. I think that's one of what you said earlier about the diversity of the
Mhm.
people that come to the Y. It's old and young, and black and white, and big and small.
Mhm.
It really is a huge diverse group. I don't know any other organization that serves like such a diverse group, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah. And it's cool like that people have been going there for so long
Yeah.
and they've really seen it like transform. I mean, even just the renovations you guys have done recently, which again, we're going to get to. It's incredible for me, just like, I'm only about to be 26.
Wow.
But I know, I'm so old. But that's like 26 years of going to the Y. That's where I learned how to swim. I did swim team in high school. I know, yeah. Elizabeth Creasy taught me how to swim when I was a very, very, very small child. And then her and Mary Jo actually forced me to learn how to swim better when I was in high school. Elizabeth's method for teaching me how to dive, because I went out for the swim team, but I didn't know how to dive, which was like so embarrassing. And Elizabeth just like pushed me in head first until I did it in front of everybody.
That's the way to learn.
Yeah, Elizabeth was good cop, or bad cop. Mary Jo was good cop. That's why I know Mary Jo.
Cute.
We go way back.
Yeah, we do go way back.
Yeah.
But the Pot of Gold is coming up. That's your like other really big fundraiser for the year.
I'll let Brenda talk about
Yeah, it is. And again, 33 years. This is our 33rd.
Oh, wow.
I know. It's a big deal. If you're anybody in Bedford, you got to be there. January 31st, Saturday. It is our biggest fundraiser, a big gala. You can dress all the way up or dress all the way down, whatever is comfortable for you. There will be free food included with your ticket price, hot and cold, heavy hors d'oeuvres, an open bar, free for everybody. And there is a silent auction. And by the way, all those businesses out there, if you'd like to donate to our silent auction, of course, it's a tax deduction for you, but also a PR event for you too, because hundreds of people will see your product. And we'll have a live DJ. Barry Tosh is going to be there this year. The doors open at 7 and the food starts at 7:30.
Perfect.
So it's a really fun time. And we have probably about 500, 600 people.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a big event.
It's a big event held right at the Y in our gym, beautifully decorated. So come on out.
It's a reverse draw we give away $7,500 throughout the night, $2,500 like on every 10th ticket. But the reverse draw being like if your number is pulled off the wall first, you're the biggest loser, basically. So we get down to the last 10, and then they have to decide if they're going to split the pot of $5,000 or keep drawing numbers. And it becomes a little bit of a hairy situation if one person holds out and says, keep pulling numbers. And then that one person gets out and everybody's like, yay. It can get a little heated. But anyway, that's the other piece to it, is that we give away quite a bit of money.
Yeah.
And one of the biggest pots is a 50-50 raffle. I think we've given away like $1,500. So think about that. $3,000 would have been raised just with like $5 and $10 tickets.
Yeah.
People love that 50-50, that chance, that
better
gambling chance. Yeah. So it's a great event for sure.
I've always loved going to the Pot of Gold. I think the most fun about it, I love the food is delicious. You always have such like a variety of food.
Good variety.
Yes. And I like that it starts at 7:30 too, so you don't have to like wait around. And the open bar is fun. But the most fun at the Pot of Gold to me is the people watching.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Because there's so many different people. You're right. Like if you're anybody like in Bedford, you're probably going to be there. You're going to see somebody that you know. And it's just so entertaining to see, because some people like to dance. Some people just want to talk. Some people are fighting over the silent auction items. Like it is so entertaining.
There's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
And it's just nice. The first time that my parents went to the Pot of Gold, my mom, they were about to like walk out the door. They hadn't been there. I think they'd been there for like an hour or two. And they were about to leave. And then they called my parents' number. And my mom goes, "Oh my God, we won, Carter." And he was like, "No, honey, that's bad."
That means you're a loser.
You're a loser.
Oh, that's cute.
It's a fun event for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if anybody needs tickets, give us a call. Call the Y. Come by. Contact a board member. We all have tickets to sell you.
Okay, perfect. Can they get them online, or is this a come in person type of thing?
Come in person.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have
it's
to have the actual ticket.
Yeah, $150 per couple
Gotcha.
for free food and drinks, all that other stuff.
Unlimited.
Unlimited.
Make the most of it.
which is fairly reasonable for an evening out.
Absolutely.
Well, yeah. Bargain.
And like you said, for the people watching and
Oh, yes.
Dancing. Woo.
watching staff have to pull the bid sheets from people's hands.
Yeah.
There's some really nice items that we've had that I've had a chance to that I've won that some of our local businesses have donated. And sometimes I've gone home disappointed that somebody has outbid me by $1 or something like that. So
We had some contention over some items at our silent auction for our gala last year. And it was to the point where people are like puppy guarding the clipboards.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm just going to walk away for a second and let y'all work this out. Just going to let you work it out.
Yeah. It
But
gets a little heated.
It does. But again, it's great promotion for your business. People are fighting over what you gave. And also another point, if you're listening to this podcast and you definitely want to donate to the Y for this event, do not wait until the week of the event.
Thank you.
Yes.
Please, as somebody who has to put together baskets and the bid sheets and all the stuff, please just go ahead and pull the trigger. Give them a call. Stop by. Be like, I would love to donate. Don't wait until January 29th when you're going to our event and with the new for your business goals. And you're like, oh, wait, the WISE thing is this weekend. Start off the year with coming to our event and then go have a great time at Pot of Gold.
I like it.
Yes. It all flows together. You get a day to breathe in between.
Yeah, perfect.
Well, you guys also have some cool stuff going on for January.
Yes, join for $1 in January.
Wow.
Yeah. So whatever day, so hurry now so you can take advantage of January. You know, earlier the better, the more advantage. And then you pay for February and then you're not billed again until March. So we usually have a special at least once every other month of some sort. So but this is the best time to join for sure. And then, you know, we renovated the fitness center, have all new equipment. It's amazing.
It looks incredible.
Yeah. So it's definitely the time to make that New Year's resolution come to reality and then hang in there. Because the worst thing is like we look at March and they're like, oh, there's a drop off.
Yes.
Oh, those resolutions didn't last. So let's make them last this year.
I think also like the great thing about the Y is when I first started going, and sometimes when I still go, I'm like looking around, I'm like, oh my God, I feel like everybody's watching me right now. People are not watching.
People are absolutely
People are not watching.
Don't care.
Yeah.
They do not care. And if you see somebody you know and you're like, oh man, I'm just trying to like work out right now, you can hit the, hey, so good to see you, and then just walk away. I have a hard time not yapping to people when I see them.
Yeah.
But sometimes you just need to lock into what you're there to do. And if you don't know anything about the machines, that's okay. People can help you.
Well, there's a person in the fitness center at all times to help. And the other thing about these the pin set machines is that there's a barcode on every single machine. So you can take your phone and actually take a picture of it, and it'll have to show you a video of how the machine works.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I know. So new wave.
Yeah, I didn't even know that. That's so cool.
Yep.
I'm definitely going to be doing that because sometimes I'm like, I have no idea if I'm doing this right.
Exactly.
So you can really be truly antisocial and use the pin set machines.
Yes. Yes. And when I go work out, it's kind of embarrassing. I put my headphones on and I can't really hear much with them on, and I'm not really trying to look at other people either because I'm like trying to do my thing. But Brenda, who worked at the Y for a long time, worked in the fitness center and was the person that was making sure everybody was good, knew what they were doing, helping out. He stood there staring at me right in front of the treadmill for like 3 minutes straight, and I didn't notice him. And he finally was like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "I'm sorry, I'm just like locked into my workout. We're friends. This is allowed to happen." But I love what you guys have done with it. I mean, you even renovated the floors.
Yeah.
It's so amazing.
Yeah. It was a complete renovation.
Yeah.
Are the fans new too?
No.
No. I just feel the fans more now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably because of the floor and it's just more open in there. Anyway.
It is.
Yeah.
It's very bright and cherry.
It is. And all the machines are new.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It's
Weights
awesome.
and stuff. Yeah.
Was that a sponsorship or a grant that you guys got to do that? Or did you fundraise for it?
All of the above.
All of the above.
Which is how we roll.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm the biggest beggar in Bedford.
No.
No shame.
None whatsoever.
I mean, that's if you want something to keep growing, you need to find a way to fund it.
Exactly.
And I think that people like there's a reason that you guys have grown from like a tiny little building with nothing in it to being like a full sprawling like compound. The YMCA compound.
People don't realize that there's no great Y pie in the sky that we get funding from. Like, there's not like a Y National, and I need to renovate the fitness center. Give me $200,000. We do have to raise it in the community, and the community has been very supportive. And there's organizations and foundations around and in Bedford that have been very supportive. Centra, for example, has been very supportive over the years. So, yeah. And we just renovated part of our picnic shelter thing and added in a teaching it's a pavilion classroom, but it has a kitchen air to it, so we can take seed to table with our kids because we have that huge garden with over 100 species, so we can move them right into this kitchen area and show them how to, for example, make corn muffins out of a seed that they grew into corn and dried and milled into flour and then make into muffins.
That is so
That?
cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then drizzle with the honey from our bees.
That is
side of the eggs from the chicken. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Oh my gosh. And I thought that I was blessed with my childhood at the Y compared to Steve's childhood at the Y. Now these kids are like getting a whole new experience.
A whole new experience. That's exactly right.
That's awesome, Mary Jo. I think we actually talked about that on the episode last year, how you wanted to put in the teaching kitchen. And it's awesome to see that it's happened.
Yeah, it's happened.
Yeah.
It's there.
1 year
beautiful.
later.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. That is so cool.
Yeah, my son really enjoys the days that he gets to go into the garden when he's with after school, and they do some of that at summer camp as well. So that's one of the highlights of his day.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about some of the youth programming at the
Sure,
Y?
absolutely. Of course, I have a 10-year-old, very much into our youth soccer program. I coach his team. We could always use volunteers to coach. I've been blessed to have good help when I've done that. We have awesome parents who come out with their kids. It's a good program we have. Mary Jo's mentioned the swim team, so our youth sports. Look, some of it is about developing kids to play sports should they choose to, but really it's some of the lessons that he's learning now and that I learned in participating in sports of the Y, or just being on a team, learning how to work well, with others, celebrating your accomplishments. I think it's also helpful to not always win. Not every time you're going to be successful in doing something, and unfortunately, there's some of that as well. But overall, those are good programs. And of course, he's in the after-school program, as I mentioned earlier, and has done day camp since he was in kindergarten. So he's been active at the Y for quite some time as well, and it's been interesting to see him actually grow from being one of the little kids in the program to being one of the bigger kids there.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. I feel like whenever it comes to sports and stuff, I actually talked about this with Dave Walls, who does sports reporting.
Sure, yeah.
And when I did sports growing up, I did sports in high school, and it's not like I was ever gonna be like a D1 athlete, but it helped me with collaborating with people, with understanding different perspectives, dealing with difficult situations and difficult personalities. Yep. And also, like you said, like celebrating your accomplishments, having pride in like what you do, and like wanting, like, I don't know. I feel like when you work hard at a sport and you get that reward from it, whether it's like seeing what your body is capable of, or even just winning, like it makes you feel so good about what you can do. And I think that's important for kids. I think that the Y offers a lot of different things where kids can get a lot of different like experiences. And that's kind of like the whole purpose of the Y is like wellness and helping people kids become great people.
Definitely.
It's like helping people grow in mind, body, and spirit.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. We also just got a grant from Y National to teach kids to swim. So
nice.
If you have a child between the ages of 3 and 11 and they need swim lessons, we are offering those for free because we have this grant
it's a great program.
Yeah.
That is so amazing.
Yeah. It would be an 8-week swim lesson. So definitely water safety and, rounded. So some cool stuff.
As somebody who learned how to swim at the Y, I can vouch for it.
Well, I think it's one of the most important things, or one of the important needs in our community. We're getting more apartment complexes, and we're certainly aware through Andy Crawford, who's one of our board members, who's also the director of Bedford County DSS, that the Commonwealth Department of Social Services, one of their big concerns is that youth drowning deaths are increasing, and it's something that's so easily prevented.
Yes.
With apartment complexes having pools and things like that, that's something that's so easily prevented by teaching children how to just basic swimming and water safety.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Is there anything else that you guys want to talk about with the Y? Any other programs, anything coming up? Anything that you kind of like see as board members as being like an amazing part of the YMCA?
Well, I will say, speaking of board members, we're trying to grow our board. So if you're
nice.
interested in, getting involved, we're also going to launch a volunteer program here in the next several months to come on out and help volunteer. We have like the master gardeners who come out and work in the garden. There's lots of opportunities to do some stuff around the Y. But yeah.
Okay. Board members, if you're recording for board members, what is kind of your experience or the expectations?
Well, I just liked being on, I still am on 2 boards, and it's just so great to be kind of behind the scenes and helping to direct what goes on and make important decisions for the future of the Y in the total organization and collaborate with other organizations in the community. So it's an important position and fun too.
Yeah, I think we're always looking for, ways to collaborate. As any nonprofit, we're trying to sort of leverage partnerships within the community. We've certainly got a lot of great partners in the community that we work with, but we could always use more. I think one of the greatest things that I've gotten to, sort of experience as a board member is listening to some of our other members' why stories, why they're in the involved in the YMCA movement, what it's meant, in their life. A lot of us who serve on the board have certainly, the reason we serve is we've gotten a lot out of the YMCA in general. As far as things that are upcoming, we'll start with spring soccer registration here soon, and starting our summer camps. Those are good opportunities. You don't have to sign up for the full summer. So for maybe kids who are staying at home or staying with grandparents, maybe to get some respite care, if you will, is to send your kid away to camp for a week. But it's something, those are some other things that are coming up, and they'll sort of be on our radar sooner rather than later.
Definitely. Yeah.
Awesome. And you guys, I'm going to say the magic word. You have pickleball.
Ooh.
I
we
wasn't going to
do.
mention it.
Yeah, I know. I was like, we can't go too far into the pickleball, but there is pickleball, and people are serious about it.
Yes, very serious, and it's growing. It's awesome. I love it myself, but there's just so little indoor space. So this time of year, people get very frustrated having to wait. But we had 30 people show up Monday night to play pickleball.
Wow.
So, it is great, and I love Bedford County put in those 6 outdoor courts, which are amazing. So I don't think we have a problem in the summertime. It's just wintertime. And then there's like the battling for basketball and indoor soccer and pickleball, all wanting that gym and all at the exact same time every single day. So we just know that we do the best that we can, and we're thinking about all those people, not just one segment or another. But it's grown. It's amazing, and it's a great sport. Honestly, I used to kind of poo-poo it, but now I'm addicted. So, but it's a cross between ping pong and tennis. So if you like either of those, come on out. And the people out there are generally very nice and very kind. So if you come out and you've never played before, they'll help show you and teach you how to keep score and all the crazy little things that come with the pickleball game. So if you've never tried it, come on out and try it. But we use a Playtime Scheduler, which is an app, and you can add that to your phone, and it'll show you all the locations where there is pickleball and what times and how many people can play.
That's
and that
awesome.
Sort of thing. Yeah.
You guys are kind of getting high tech at the Y.
A little high tech.
Yeah. You've got the new messaging stuff for classes now too.
Yeah, which is great. Which is great, honestly. So text message. If like this morning I got one that the pool temperature is 81 degrees. Unfortunately, it's a little cold.
That is pretty cold.
Yeah, so we had to cancel like the morning water aerobic class. But how do you we post on Facebook and that gets some people. We post on our website and that gets some people. We can't make phone calls to everybody. Like how do you really get to everybody?
Yeah.
So I think this text messaging thing is going to help a whole lot.
I think that's awesome. I mean, whenever I want to look at classes, I have to like go to the website and then pull it up on my phone. And it's not always easy, just with like the calendar, like trying to fit in my mobile.
Yeah.
But that That's awesome, because sometimes I just text my friends at the Y. I'm like, is there a class today? But if you don't have the in, how are you going to find out without calling?
Get the in.
I know. I'm so lucky. Perks of growing up here.
Exactly.
True.
Well, if you're listening to this and you want to start out the year by being active, the Y is really the place to do so. There's so many different ways for you to get involved, for your kids to get involved, whether you're looking for yoga or to go figure out the weight machines on your own, try out pickleball, do any of the things. All the things are there. There's so many stuff. There's so many things.
So many things.
So many things.
Mm-hmm.
It truly is a blessing, honestly.
It is.
Our
And
community to have such a great organization.
yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
And if you're interested in spending some of your dollars towards a great organization, the great cause, contact Mary Jo.
We'll be happy to accept all donations.
Board chair speaking up right now. Well, if people do want to learn more or get in touch with you, what's the best way to do so?
So bedfordymca.org is our
Mhm.
website, and then 540-586-3483 is our phone number. Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys so much for taking the time to join me today.
Thank you for
Thanks
having us, Foster.
Of course.
So it's great.
And you'll probably see me at the Pot of Gold.
Yay.
Yeah,
I hope so.
I might dress up. It's just fun to dress up. Mary Jo used to dress up.
I usually dress up. It's my one day a year.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. The one day a year we don't see Mary Jo repping Y stuff,
Exactly.
well stuff, or in athletic clothes.
Exactly.
All right. Well, thank you guys for joining me again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's great, Foster.
Well, you're listening to Not Just Buildings, hosted by the Bedford Area Chamber of Commerce and produced by Media Squatch. There are so many great people working together to make the Bedford area a great place to live, work, and do business, and we hope that by telling their stories, our listeners are able to become more connected to our community. After all, there are so many hidden gems, services, resources, and amazing opportunities just waiting to be seized right here in the area of Bedford, Virginia. If you like this interview, I have great news for you. New episodes come out every week, and we have lots of episodes for you to catch up on in the meantime. Episodes are available on Media Squatch Plus, our producer's local streaming app, as well as Spotify, Apple Podcasts, our weekly newsletter, Facebook and website, and anywhere else you can find podcasts. If you want to learn more about us at the Chamber, we encourage you to check out our website, bedfordareachamber.com, or give us a call at 540-586-9401. Thanks so much for listening, and keep an ear out for the next episode of Not Just Buildings.